Have you ever observed that each time you achieve a goal, there's always one more goal to achieve? Especially when you're thinking that achieving that goal is going to make you much happier. Let me give an instance. When I was pregnant, I felt that immediately I gave birth, I'm going to be happy. And I think immediately after I gave birth, I was even sadder than when I was pregnant. Why? Because the sleepless nights was taking its toll on me, and there were most times that in a whole day I would sleep for just 4 hours. And this is me who was used to sleeping sometimes for 10 hours at night. And then I was back to sleeping only 4 hours. I felt it was like hell. And that was me who was thinking that immediately I give birth, I'll be happier. I'll give another instance again. When I was working my 9 to 5, I felt that immediately I quit this job, I'm going to feel happy, because I felt very miserable while working there. And after I quit, of course, yes, I was happy, but I was happy for just 1-2 months. And after then, I found myself feeling very sad one day. And then that was when I got to realize that it's really an unending journey. Even while I was pregnant, I just reminded myself that, oh, I've found myself in this unending journey yet again, right? And I was tempted to feel that, okay, maybe after breastfeeding, I'll feel happier. But I just told myself that actually the only time I can be happy is now. You cannot postpone happiness for the future, because as the future comes, you're going to be having more problems. I was also talking to a friend of mine some days ago, and he was telling me how at a point back then, all he just wanted was to travel abroad and start working and earning in foreign currency. And here he is today. He has traveled, he's earning in foreign currency. He can be able to feed himself properly compared to him like 3 years ago. And he still feels something is missing. Something like he needs to just maybe achieve something else again before he'll feel really happier. But we just had to remind ourselves that we're finding ourselves on this hedonic treadmill. Just try to relate it. You're on a treadmill, you're running, and it's just never going to end until you switch off the treadmill. So we just had to remind ourselves that all we just needed to do was to feel grateful in the present moment, because happiness is not going to be found in the future, because once you get to that future, there's still something else you would feel that, oh, maybe when I get to this point, I would feel happy. So at any point you find yourself in life, you're just never going to get to that point where you'd feel you've had enough. You're just going to keep wanting more and more and more. And if you don't learn to feel grateful in the present moment, you're just going to miss out on life. And you see, death comes any day. And you don't want death to find you feeling regretful, especially because you were hoping you were going to be happy when you do this and when you do that. But then death is here, and then you're feeling so terrible at the end of the day. You're going to just die a miserable death no matter what you've achieved. So the best thing is to learn to feel grateful in the moment. So if you're coming across my channel for the first time, I'm Winnie Andohol, and I'm talking about well-being, how we can make the most out of life and not live just like people who just came to pay bills and die. Life is beautiful. I'm talking about how we can make the most out of life regardless of anything that comes our way, how we can feel grateful, and how we can live fully. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're trying to also make the most out of your life, make sure you subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.